I've been working with a lot of dogs on Prozac lately, and it's fucking disturbing. In particular, because a lot of these dogs are under 2 years old. Dogs under two, particularly larger breeds and working line breeds. See, they still have a maturing prefrontal cortex, limbic system, and neurotransmitter regulation mechanisms. Prozac artificially manipulates serotonin levels, which interferes with how these systems naturally calibrate, for lack of a better word. Introducing SSRIs in this stage of development can disrupt the natural maturation of emotional regulation, social behavior, and just learning in general. Your dogs are still learning how to regulate their own neurochemical balance. In young animals, the brain undergoes something called synaptic pruning. Oh, real fancy term. Let me explain what that means. It basically means that synaptic pruning refers to when the brain removes the neural pathways that are unused and strengthens the relevant ones. So instead of learning how to cope, a dog on Prozac basically just flatlines emotionally. So in a young age, they're essentially stuck in a fog, and that fog prevents them from forming real-world resilience. This is why Prozac being prescribed for problematic behavior is actually very counterproductive most of the time. Real good training relies on the dog's ability to process small, controlled increments of stress, which we strategically raise by making context more high criteria. But since the dog isn't fully present, this can delay behavioral outcomes. Learning becomes blunted because arousal and curiosity are completely suppressed, and it reduces dopamine interplay, which is essential for engagement, memory, and motivation in the learning process. So the unfortunate truth is that your dog is being numbed out of growth potential emotionally and behaviorally. The masked symptoms, however, can give the illusion of progress. You're not solving your dog's behavioral issues. What you're actually doing is you're shoveling them under a chemical tarp. And this is so dangerous in young dogs because it locks them into immature emotional patterns. Unless the dog has been diagnosed with an extreme neurochemical imbalance, putting a dog on fluoxetine or Prozac is scientifically reckless, in particular if the dog is not fully developed. If your goal is to have a dog that's able to emotionally regulate, be obedient, and just have a great relationship with that dog, you can't sedate the systems that need to grow for temporary relief of some undesirable behavior.